everybody. We want to stay cozy. We want to stay warm inside, but we're not the only ones. Rats head for the warmth indoors as well, but you probably don't want their company. I don't. Joining us now is Devon Pilkington, General Manager at Priority Pest Services, and he's seen it all when it comes to rats. When I got over here, he said, "You ready to talk about rats?" Who's ready to talk about rats other than someone who does it for a living? So what's the #1 winter pest in Hampton Roads?
The #1 winter pest, well, is mice and rats. Everybody, we all live probably 100 feet from water, canals, all kinds. We're surrounded by water here. They love to travel by water. We have storms come through, and the storms flood the canals out, so they live in the banks of it. They need to come out. They come to higher grounds, and they ending up in your crawl space or in your attic.
So if we don't spot the rat, to hear someone say, "Ah," you know, we don't go through all of that drama, how do we know we have a rat?
You don't really know. Sometimes somebody will be laying in bed at night, and they'll hear that scratching noise up in the attic, and they don't want to go up there and probably look at it, because you know the whole fear of lifting the thing off and going up there and looking, and maybe afraid that it'll look you right in the eye when you look up there. But you know, we come out, we do free inspections. So we come out to the home, we crawl underneath of there. If you live on a crawl space, we're looking for rats. We go in the attic and we're looking for rats. The biggest thing about rats is they can reproduce so fast, and they can have up to 10 each female can have up to 10 to 12 babies. So you could have 3, you know, females living in the home or in the attic, and by the time this winter is all in forth and they're all in there, you know, you can have about 30 rats living in there if you're not careful.
And sometimes it's hard when when we're doing the interview. I want to smile at you, but what you're saying is really disturbing to me.
Yeah.
So what are the different types of rats, and how do we know the difference between a rat and a mouse?
Well, you know, your field mice is something small, and you know, I always tell people that if you can put your pinky in the crack, the mice can fit through there. If you can put your thumb in the crack, the rat can fit in there. You know, rats chew on stuff and mice chew on stuff to keep their teeth strong. So they chew on PVC. Sometimes you can get a leak, you know, when you have your AC units and stuff up there. They'll chew on the PVC where the drip line is, wow, or plumbing that's up there, and you'll ruin your entire attic. They cause 20% of the undetermined fires in attics because they're chewing on a wire, they're fuzzy and furry. Zap goes the rat, he lights fire, ignites the attic on fire. So they can cause a lot of destruction if they're not handled quickly. And the winter time is the biggest time that they make their move inside.
Wow. Now, for those of you all at Priority Pest, how do you make sure, if we call you out, that they don't get into our homes?
Well, we have an attic seal system, so we come in there, we would suck out all the contaminated insulation, because the thing is that their urine and feces carries viruses that are deadly to breathe, the hantavirus. So that's something that is not good to breathe. And if everybody knows, you know, the air underneath your crawl space, you know, comes up, attic, you have duct work up there. They like to get in the duct work because what are you pushing through there in the wintertime? Heat. So they like to get in there, and they'll blow all through your house. So what we do is we come in, suck out all the insulation with a machine, remove all the feces, remove all the nests and stuff like that, seal everything up so that they can't re-enter the home.
We want rat-free homes.
Oh, yeah. And I know probably everybody watching TV is like, oh, my gosh.
Oh, that, and my stomach's hurting a little. Priority Pest Services, 757. Thank you so much for coming out. 204-4523. PriorityPest.com is another way that you can reach them. We've got to go to the kitchen now from that conversation.
I know, right?